Yes, welcome to another tutorial. In this one, I want to draw, model, yeah, that's the appropriate word. I want to model the tank, the plastic tank, the black plastic tank that'll be here. So let's open Chrome. Um, let's say GP tank 1500 liters. Let's see, click on images. So we want to achieve uh, yeah, something like this. This is what we're after. We want to make something like this. Yeah. It's not going to be exactly like this, but it's going to be close. That's the that's the objective. So 1500 liters. So let me see if I can get something from ChatGPT. 1500 liters dimensions. Let's go to all. See if AI will bring something. A 1500 liter GP tank has dimensions of approximately 1250 mm in diameter and 1550 mm in height. So let's convert that to feet. 1250 mm to feet. That's 4 feet 1.2 inches. So let's say 4.1 feet. All right. So let's do 15. Um, let's go back. 1550, right? 1550. Okay. 1550 mm to feet. 5.0, so 5 feet by with a 4-foot diameter. So let's go here and let's draw a cylinder. Our cylinder will have a diameter of 4.1 feet. So the radius will be half of the diameter, 2.05 feet, and the height will be 5 feet. So the sides, to make it smoother, let's do 100. Alrighty, let's see where it is. So it's here, or it's coming here. Let's see, what did it look like? It touches the plate that we drew in the last tutorial. Yes. Then we move here. Let's go to camera view, camera 2. Yes, so it's going to look something like this when we're done. Alrighty. So let's bring it out and let's start working it. So all we have right now is just a cylinder. Now I'm going to draw a sphere, and I'm going to say the segments should be 60 and the radius should be 2.05. This one, 2.05. Okay, let's delete this. 2.05. So let's go to F. Let's bring it up. Now, many people would draw theirs in a different way, and I totally understand and I respect their view, but I just want to do this. Editable poly, vertices. Let's take all this away. Alrighty. And let's bring this here. So this editable poly, and then sorry, let's delete this one. Yeah. So upwards here, we're going to draw a box. Yeah, I like the length, I like the width, the height, let's say less than a foot, let's say 0.7 feet. Alrighty, F, let's bring it up. You don't have to do it like this. Like I said, there are much more. You can check online for other tutorials, but this works for me, so I'm just gonna stick to this. So I need this. Yes, let me duplicate it. Okay, group this two, and edit, clone, copy. Okay, 90 degrees. All right, so let's see what we have. That's what we have so far. All right, so let's squish this. Yes, you don't have to do if you don't like this tutorial for any reason, all right, you can find another tutorial online, but I like this. I'm doing it this way because I think this is straightforward, this is easier to follow. All right, that's why I'm using basic shapes and I'm modifying them. Yeah, I'm modifying basic shapes so that you can see there's no big deal to it. Yes, so I like it as it is right now. Group, ungroup, let's move this inwards that way. Let's move this. Let's ungroup this too to this way. This way. Alright, so now we need a cover. Oh, sorry. Cylinder. Cover will be here. Let's bring it up. Say height 0.5. Stick it inside. Yep. Choose align, quick align. All right. F. Let me reduce the height 0.4. 0.44. Yes. So the radius, I'm going to copy this. Let me draw a sphere. Paste the radius. Yes. And I'm going to take this two, bring them out. F. I'm going to take the sphere. Editable poly. Vertices. I'm going to delete all this. Bring this down. I'm moving the focus, so I press 0, 0. When I press 0, this changes, allows me to move the focus. So come here. I can stretch this. Then L. I move it this way. Then I'm going to stretch this way as well. Yes. And I think I can bring it in a little. Yes. this is just using regular shape. So far, I used a box, I used a cylinder, and a sphere. So if they align properly, I think they do. Let me see. Yeah. Let me be sure. I think I can squish this a little. Yep. Okay, I like it as it is. Hell, I can take this and convert to editable poly and then attach to this. So now the one unit, and I take I'm going to draw a box, make the height 0.4, I'll let it touch this here. I'll bring it up, let's say 23. Okay, the height was much, 0.4. Okay, yes, that's the box. It has the same height as this. So I take this, I'm duplicating, you hold shift down and you drag. So now I've duplicated, then I take another one. It has to enter, by the way, you have to let it enter here. You can see, let's see what this looks big for. Okay, now this two has to enter a bit. Good. So I take this two, this one up there, and this one, then I group them. Group, okay. Then I rotate 90 degrees. Oh no, sorry. I won't rotate 90 degrees. Edit, clone. Okay, then I rotate 90 degrees. So I have 4. Now let's rotate. Let's edit, clone. Okay, let's rotate 45 degrees. Enter. Edit, clone. Okay, let's rotate 135. You can see. So between here and here you have 45. So let's pick one. Edit, clone. Okay, let's rotate 22.5. Good. Edit, clone. Okay, let's add 45 to 22.5. You have 67.5. So 67.5. You can see now we have one here. Then edit, clone. Okay, let's add 22.5 to 90. That should be 112.5. Yep. Then the last one should be 112.5 plus 45. Am I right? This is 135. 135 plus 22.5. That should be 157.5. So let's try that. Edit, clone. Okay, let's try 157.5. Yes, good. So let's see what we've done so far. Let me create a new camera, Corona camera. Yep. Then C. Sorry. Now I have to keep dragging till I get to the top. I think I'm just gonna. Yes, that's what we've done. You can see now they're all around it. So now I can take all this, 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 group on group. Then I take this and convert editable poly, attach this, this, this. I'm attaching it to the big one now. Yes. Then this, 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 this. So now it's one unit. You can see this is the cover. So now let's take the cover, let's bring it back to the center of the tank. Then F button. And then the cover can go in. Alright. So now what else can we do? Let's create 2 cylinders. Can we try a torus? Let's see what the torus will give us. Okay. Let's see. I think we can use a torus. We'll have to reduce the inner radius. Is it working? Okay, I think it worked when I reduced the outer radius. The sides should be, say, 60. Yeah. Let me see, 100. Any difference in smoothness? No, I'm not getting what I want. Okay, segments, let's say 60. Yeah. So segments, 100. All right. Okay. Yeah. Is it showing? Is it visible enough? Let me see. Okay, this has to move a little. Yes. And this will have to move upwards. Okay, so now you have this right here. This because the tank is plastic, so to add rigidity to the walls, that's why you have this. When you see those tanks, let me see if I can find the image for you. Yes, that's why you have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they make the walls rigid. Let's see. Like I said, we're not drawing that particular tank. So let's just see. Let's put one here. Let's put one in the middle, kinda. Okay, let's divide this. Okay, one here. Okay, and one here. Middle of this. Okay. Okay. Yes. And that's our tank. Now we just have to start attaching everything to one another. Except what we've just finished. We have to, there's still one more thing I'd like to do to it. See? Now, we were able to achieve this with a torus, with a sphere tool, with box tool. Yeah, I think that's about it. And now we have a tank. So let's attach these ones to one another. Only the toruses, I mean. Convert to editable poly. Then I do attach, 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 and attach. There they are. So the logo here is GP. Let me see if I can get the logo online. GP logo. Oh no. Like it's okay, so let's just leave as is. We don't have to put a logo there. Alright, so now we can attach this to the torus. Yep, it's 1 unit now. And then let me see if I were to put a turbo smooth. Turbo smooth. Would I get something different? Nah, I don't like it. Alright, let's take it away. Alright, so that's our tank. And we take it to where it should be. And we're going to give it a black plastic color. Let's go to Corona material. Corona material. Then let's call it plastic tank black. You can call it whatever name you feel like. So in the presets, plastic PVC opaque is there. Then you come to black, but don't select a perfect black. It's going to be too dark. So we're going to drop it a little, just a little. Yeah, let's see what this will give us. And we're going to, yes. So I'm going to drop the roughness. Sorry, I'm going to increase the roughness. I don't want it to be too shiny. So let's do 0.7 already. And let's see what it looks like. So there is our tank with a cover. So let's do half. And then take this and bring it down here. You can see it. I mentioned this in the last tutorial that I noticed that the distance between this row of horizontal bars, horizontal cylindrical bars, and this one, they were too close, and I said it should be about 8 feet or 9 feet. So when I was doing it, I just gauged with my eye. So now let's create a 9-foot gap between them. Let's do 9. So the length of this would be 9. Let's see what 9 would look like. Alright. So all of this will now have to come down here. Oh, okay, they're not grouped. Alright, let me move them individually then. Okay, then take this. Alright, then I'm going to bring this down here. By creating this mushroom, there's a plate that I have not moved, I think. Yeah, this plate. That's the plate on which the tank will sit on. If you watch the previous tutorial, I mentioned the relevance of the plate. So the plate will rest on the cylindrical bars. Yes. This is coming down a little. Yes. Then the plate. This is the plate. They all have the silver color, so you may find it hard telling difference. Now this is the tank, the black one. It's coming down. Oh, sorry. Yes, the plate should not have disappeared. Yes, the plate will be something like this. Then this will come down here. Good. So let's check what this looks like. Yes, the tank should be resting on the plate. The plate is 1/8 of an inch thick. So there's a tank, and I was able to draw this using regular shapes: the box tool, the sphere, the cylindrical tool, cylinder tool. So you can achieve the same thing. All right, it's not a big deal. You can do this using the tools I used. So I mentioned in the previous tutorial that I would like to make some moderations to the water tower itself, like this one. Sorry, my system is pretty slow. Group on group. Yes, I think this particular one, I don't like the fact that it's intersecting with the rungs of the ladder. So I'll come to vertex. Let me delete this. No, let me delete this one. Yeah. Then take this and move it inwards. Yes. Then I'll do the same to, no, I don't have to do to this one. It's just where the ladder, yes, this one too, on group. You see what I just did in a minute. I'll delete all of this, then I'll take this, then I'll move it inwards, a little inwards. Yes, so let's see. Now you can see that what this which crosses stops on the rung of the ladder. Sorry, on this tiny bar, this 1.5 inch bar. Then if you come here too, that's one. I think this is the second one. Okay, this is one. This is one. I think there should be another one here. Okay, I've not done this. This. Hide unselected. F. Have I done this? It should on hide all. The ladder is in front. Okay, this group on group. So let me take this and this. Hide unselected. Let me press the half button. So I'll delete all of this. Then I'll take this. Yeah, something like that. On hide all. So there's the tank. Now I know that the tank should have what you call the inlets and the outlets. If you want to be that detailed in your 3D, you're welcome to do that. All right, you want to put your inlet somewhere here, the outlets there. Yes, you can do that if you feel like, but I don't think whoever I will be submitting this to needs to care that much about the details. All right. But if you really want it to be that detailed, then you will start using your cylinder tool. You'll have to draw elbows, draw T's. All right. We give them the pipe color, whatever rocks your boat, if that works for you. But I think I am good with what I have here. So I'm going to hit render. Render. So there's the tank, all black. The house, the house is casting a shadow. The sun comes from this side, so the house is casting a shadow. That's why this is dark. But because this is quite tall, the sun rays are hitting it. In case you've not seen the other tutorials, I have tutorials where I showed you how I created the floor, the balustrades, brought in the cars, created the windows, made the roof shingles. Alright, you can check them on the page on the channel, HO3D Studios. You'll find other videos on the channel that are not 3D related. That's because we are an all-round creative company. We do all the things. We do photography, we do cinematography, we do graphics design, we do print. All right. So if you see other videos, say our documentaries, commercials, it's just because we do so many things at the studio. But right now, I'm just focusing on 3D modeling, trying to show people that it's quite easy to achieve. If you just have a computer that can do it, and you have the 3ds Max, and you have V-Ray or Corona Renderer, then you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer them.